No matter what path a person's life takes, the ending is always the same. We will all eventually be at our final moments in our lives, and in those final moments, how would you perceive the life that you had lived? Would you marvel at the legacy you left behind, or would you wish that you had taken another path, made different choices that would have made you happier? There really isn't any way to know until that time comes, and when it does, nothing can be done to change it. To the Moon, however, explores a new future, where in their final moments a person can change their own memories to how they wish their lives had gone. In doing so, they may be able to pass on with the belief that they had lived their lives to the fullest. John Wiles is one of those people, an old man who feels that something has always been missing from his life. And so he enlists the help of Dr. Eva Rosaline and Neil Watts to fulfill a wish he doesn't even seem to want, to go to the moon, or at least believe that he did. The first thing that really stood out to me about To the Moon was how fantastic the writing and characters are. Everything feels very natural and, well, lifelike. Eva and Neil play off each other very well, and even though the story is mostly about John, they both have a lot of development. The gameplay really isn't anything special, some puzzles, some exploration, but that's not really the focus. The focus instead is about learning about John's past in order to properly grant his wish. By the time you meet John, however, he is already too far gone to be spoken to. Instead, you learn about him by traveling backward through his memories, seeing the places and people that made John into the person we know in the future. Most importantly, you meet his wife River, who is the cornerstone of John's life, but also a complete enigma to him. They have spent their entire lives together, but don't seem to understand each other at all. And as you go further and further back into the past, you may be inclined to cast blame on one party or another. On John for his selfishness and unwillingness to understand River, or River's inability to properly talk or express herself to John. But deep down at the root of John's memories, you've finally come to the truth, that everyone in this story is a victim. There was so much potential for John's life, but when his brother died, everything was taken from him. His memories, his dreams, and his promise. And that leads him to a life that, in his final moments, he wishes to rewrite. And so you grant his wish. By changing the pathways of John's memories, a new future is made. A future where he got to live the life he always wanted, free from the pain and sadness that haunted his real memories. And in those final moments, he is allowed to pass on peacefully. To the Moon is a game about being stuck obsessing over the past, which is something that I've been personally struggling with for the past few months. I graduated high school early this year, and since then all I've been able to think about is how that time is gone forever. It's just memories to me now. All my mistakes and errors are now locked in the past, unable to be corrected or changed. I could have made so many different decisions that would have maybe led to better outcomes. To the Moon really showed me, though, how not to take my past for granted. Without those choices and mistakes, I would never have become the person I am today, and I would never want to lose those memories. It's truly a marvel what games like this can elicit from a player. I found my own meaning through To the Moon, and I'm sure many of you watching have also found your own. And I'd love to hear what it is, because along with its amazing soundtrack, artwork, and writing, I believe giving people the tools to find their own meaning is one of the greatest feats that To the Moon accomplishes.
when this world is no more, the moon is all we'll see. I'll ask you to fly away with me until the stars all fall down. They empty from the sky, but I